SRO Magazine, your #1 source for music and entertainment news and interviews. SRO.
Up everyone, SRO Nation. This is Tyler Griffith coming at you live from Apple Valley at the Throwback Metal Fest. Fest has been going on for a few hours now, and I'm catching up with a band I've been trying to catch up with for a few months now. I'm a very, very big fan. This is the band that opened the Throwback Fest today, and they're Doctors of the Earth. So, guys, why don't you just say hi to the SRO Nation and tell everyone what you guys do in the band.
Hello out there, heavy metal heads. How you guys doing today?
Hey, what's up? My name is Javi, and I'm the bass player for today.
So we, Javi, friend of the band, he filled in for the regular bass player Angel. Something came up, and he actually came in, and he only had one full rehearsal to actually learn the songs. He played, I think it was a 6-song set or something like that. You couldn't even tell he was brand new to the band. So Javi, for you, how did it feel being up there, not knowing the music for very long?
For me, it felt great. We had this one rehearsal, and it just really vibed, and I was just like, wow, it's so awesome. When we started playing, man, it's just, I was just into it, you know. We just vibed. Rocked it out, yeah.
Do you have a favorite song that you played live today with the guys?
Well, I like a lot of the songs that are like cool, but the one that I really liked was The One.
Yeah.
It just rocks.
The Doctors of the Earth have an album out right now called Respect the Laws. All the songs that they played today are found on that album. And along with Javi, we have main man Dino, good friend of myself. So Dino, for you, I've seen you probably half a dozen times or more now. You get sick of me up front?
No, as a matter of fact, I remember one of the first shows we ever did. You were out there in the front, and you took to us very well, and we took to you very well. And it's been a blast. And, you know, the guys from Cantation also, and then you having out here, and, you know, fans like a person that's always at all the shows, Johnny. You can't miss the guys with every band, knows everybody. And the vibe out here was really good to see all you guys out here, Tyler, and also having Javi join up with us. We had a blast. We're very thankful. It was kind of fun to open up a little bit, and all the bands are great that we got to see. And we're honored out here to be here, you giving us this little time with you and all the fans out there that might be listening in. And if you get a chance to come out, you still have the rest of the evening to come out and see the rest of the bands. And thank you, everybody, for letting us come out and play. I hope to see you guys soon.
So I know I've seen you guys a couple times with Cantation. Martin, the lead singer of Cantation, is the one who kind of organized the Metal Fest.
Right.
So how did it come about to get Doctors of the Earth onto the bill for the Metal Fest?
I think he kept in touch with Phil, our drummer, and my brother Gray Eagle. They were kind of going back and forth, and I think he's the one who kind of threw it out there, and that's how I found out that we were picking up this slot for this 80s festival. So, you know, hats out to him and the rest of the band and all the other bands. I mean, everybody's been the best thing about this whole thing is just the camaraderie that came out with the fans, and everybody just being brotherly and sisterly, and just everybody out to have a good time. It's just something I haven't seen in a long time, and it was really great. And hats off to them. They threw a very good show up to this point, and it's only getting better. The bands are getting better. They're rocking out. The people are showing up. So you couldn't ask for something better than that. I mean, I'm in awe right now. I couldn't just tell you that.
Yeah, the bands are getting better. Not that you guys, you know, anything to slack about. You guys are one of the best bands I've seen live.
Thank you.
Recent memory. I
appreciate that.
So being out here in Apple Valley, it's a little bit of a drive. I know for me it was an hour and a half.
That's about that.
So what are some of the other bands you've seen today who've kind of impressed you? Have you played with any of them before, or maybe not?
To be honest with you, a lot of these bands that we've seen today are fairly new. The band that you had said you liked that showed up from Ohio, we were kind of in and out. What were they called?
Wretch.
Those guys were. The singer was phenomenal. So a lot of these guys we've never even seen before. So, being that we were the first band, we didn't really get to see any bands. So as we were coming off stage and bands were setting up, and then we were going in and out, taking out our equipment, we got to see a little bits and pieces of them. I mean, it's phenomenal. Some of these bands that you haven't seen that you get to meet for the first time. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Going back to the music you guys played today, like I said before, off Respect the Laws, all the songs off that album.
Right.
So how did that album come about, and what are kind of some of the concepts behind that album? Because it seems like a very, very personal album for you and the rest of the band. So why is that album and the music so important to you guys?
Well, the way we grew up, we were always outdoors. Coming back from a native background, being Americanized, we stayed up on a couple of reservations when we were younger, and we just got to see how good we had it at one time, and then to go to a place where it's a little tougher living, hard living, kind of the way it used to be back in the days, the settlers and all that stuff, and the natives, how everybody lived back in that time. To actually be, you were talking about throwback 80s, we actually had our throwback to what life was all about. And my brother went up to visit me up there, and he just had a chance to reflect on how we were brought up with our parents, working and kind of living in one spot, but have to go out to be in peace with the land and the earth. And he always had us on the rivers and fishing, and so we kind of maybe thought that we might have been taking it for granted. And so as we were growing up and he started writing music, he's like, you know what, why don't we start telling these stories of how we're not doing right by what we've been given as people on this continent, and why don't we add it to our music the way, let's add that to our music. And pretty much that's kind of how it started. And then we just put our influences, and then the writing of the music, Grey Eagle, my brother, started putting chops and riffs and ideas, and it just started rolling from there. And this project, 3 years, and then now that things are picking up, and then we ran into a little problem, and then Javi stepping in, I mean, the ball's rolling, and all the brothers and sisters out here, all the bands, all the stuff they have to offer, everybody's having a great time. It's really cool. So I mean, a little bit of everything. So sorry I took so long, but yeah, it's a throwback of how I think a lot of people are missing out on what we're here in this country for, and what we're letting get away from us, that we need to turn back and I don't want to preach, but do everything that everybody says, the recycling, save the animals, plant some trees, let's stop cutting the trees. And right now that's where we're at. Who knows? We're still a rock band. That's the bottom line. We're a heavy rock band. We enjoy music and everything, but it's not always about sex, drugs, and rock and roll all the time. Maybe a little bit on the side, maybe somewhere here, somewhere there, but it's about what Doctors of the Earth have to offer to the fans.
Mm-hmm. And I know Respect the Laws, when it came out, my retrospective of, I think it was 2013, I think Respect the Laws came in at number 4 on my list of top 10 albums of the year.
That was cool.
So yeah, it was cool to listen to and cool to write about. So with that album out, and you got an album under your belt, so what's kind of next for Doctors of the Earth as you're moving forward?
To move forward, yeah, we're looking forward to doing this next one, and we feel a little bit more grounded. We were, being that we're starting off, it took a little bit of a while to get all the bugs out and stuff, and we did it fast, and we were really thankful that we were able to get to that level. But yeah, now we're excited about going to the next level. We have about 3 or 4 songs already down, and because we've been so busy, thankfully, playing, and with all these beautiful and great bands and all the, like I said, everything that's just what used to be back in the time, where, I mean, people are coming out. So we're excited to jump in the studio and see what we can produce the next one and see what it sounds like. We're excited.
What's been your favorite crowd that you've played live in front of?
Well, this is another weird thing, and a lot of bands may have said this or not, I don't know, but because as human beings, we kind of feel the same things at times, right? So, I can be in front of 3, 1, 15 people. I can be in front of a couple hundred people. It feels the same to me. It's the energy that you get. It's like when I first met you. I mean, you were boink right in front of my face. I never met you before, but you were rocking, and that to me at that time really really gave me the excitement of what possibly could be, you know. And it's been everything. I've had a little bit of experiences of different clubs. You know, we've been lucky to play the Whiskey, the M15, Shamrocks. We're here at Froggy's today. We also see the energy of the buildup of this music scene coming back. That's probably the most exciting thing that I'm excited about with music and the album and just the camaraderie of all the bands and people out here. It sets. You don't need energy drinks. You don't need drugs. You don't need nothing. I mean, you can get high off the energy. It's amazing.
And I apologize, Javi. I haven't talked to you very much since the beginning, but I know you filled in today, and you were talking about a little bit how the energy that you felt, you know, from the crowd and stuff. Do you play with another band outside of Doctors, or was this like one of your few times like in front of a crowd, or because you're killer on bass, so it'd be a shame if you're not, you know, in a full-time band right now. So what are you doing?
Right now, I'm in a band called Voodoo Groove. We do covers, you know. And just we do all the songs that everybody grew up with, you know, and just we go out there and blast them out, you know, and look at everybody like looking at us like, oh my God, I remember when I was, you know, 15, that when song came out, you know, we just blast all those songs out and we just play, you know, around and, you know, just try to stir it up a little bit.
Are we gonna see a Voodoo Groove Doctors of the Earth tour anytime soon?
Hey, we played with Doctors, and man, it was a great vibe. You know, both our bands are like so cool. These guys are all awesome. You know, awesome musicians, really good guys. Man, it felt really awesome on stage with these guys. I was like, I just felt like I was like a part of that. You know, it was just like we were just a unit on stage.
Well, I know I heard some people afterwards. I saw them come up to you and say, you were amazing. I couldn't even tell you it was 2 days in the band. So you definitely, you know, picked it up. And because Angel's a hell of a bass player too, so you stepped right in and it was seamless. So for both of you guys, I know this weather looks like it might start pouring in a minute. So we're going to wrap this up. But before we go, is there anything either of you would like to say to the fans who are going to be listening to this when it gets online later?
Thank you for listening, and again, you know, support all the bands. It's not just one band out there. It's not just us. It's everybody. And when everything comes down, we all got to stick together, anyways. So the name of the game is support everybody, not just one, but support everybody, and we'll all go forward together, not one-sided. And you know, that's about all I could say about it. And we've been blessed. We've been blessed to meet with you, to get to know you. We're proud of you. We're honored, and congratulations on your writing and everything with the new position that you've got. And you know, God bless you, man. I hope everything continues. And thanks for giving us this little time with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Dino. Yeah. Javi, anything to add?
Man, I'm just absorbing all this rad vibes, man. I'm pretty stoked. I feel great, man. These guys are a rocking band.
It was fun.
Well, this is Doctors of the Earth. You can check them out on Facebook. They're going to be doing a couple more shows here in the near future. I know they're going to have one in Vegas, I believe.
That one's possibly coming up.
Possibly a Vegas show.
We're going to be at the Whiskey in a couple of weeks, maybe. You have to go online to look at that, but I'm not sure. It's possibly being on a bill with a band called Hellion, and we're going to be at Shamrocks next Saturday at Shamrocks, our first headlining show there, so we're excited about that. Yeah, we're really excited. So
well, me personally, I've been a huge fan of Doctors ever since I first saw them. I know everyone at SRO Magazine really supports you guys and wish you the best of luck. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me today. And and this has been Doctors of the Earth. And until next time, guys, I will see you in the pit.
For more information on all the greatest bands in rock today, and for all your music and entertainment news, you know where to go. Go to SRO. That's SROMagInc.com. SRO Magazine is sponsored by Kick-Ass Cables, PhDRadio.com, Robert's Guitar, TDLMusicGroup.com. The SRO audio and video was done by Carson Drive Studios and SROMagInc.com.